Well, well, well. If only if it isn't the consequences, the actions of my consequences, or something, whatever that's however that saying goes. Disney is reeling from multiple box office disasters, lower park attendance, and all in all, just some serious backlash. Probably because a lot of families are concerned when the place they take their kids is involved in, let's just say, politics. It isn't even about like necessarily the particular politics that they're involved in, although, I think they picked the wrong position on whether or not certain things should be taught in schools. Now it looks like there's been a bit of a backlash as their box office numbers are tanking and they're being forced to re-release old movies to try and drum up money. Oh, and Disney Plus growth has completely stalled out. Lots to talk about in this video after a quick word from this video's sponsor, Galaxy Lamps. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Galaxy Lamps. Are you looking for a cool way to add some magic to your home? Well, look no further than the Galaxy Projector 2.0. This lamp projects vibrant RGB colors and laser stars, transforming any room into a magical planetarium. You can control the projector via the app, which gives you full control over the brightness, colors, rotation, speed, on-off scheduling, and much more. So bring some magic into your home with the Galaxy Projector 2.0. The new Galaxy Projector 2.0 is the latest and greatest way to bring the beauty of the Galaxy into your home. The stunning projection system creates a realistic planetarium right in your own home with vibrant colors and beautiful stars that you can control via the app. You can enjoy the night sky anytime, anywhere. Another cool feature is it can be set up to work with both Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. It can be used on its own without integrating to the app with its 6 different color pattern settings, 3-stand system that allows you to put it up against the wall and ceilings. And right now, if you use promo code THEQUARTERING, you'll save 15% off. Make sure you use the link in the description below or the pinned comment and promo code THEQUARTERING to pick up your Galaxy lamp today. Definitely a strong sponsor that stuck by me during a pathetic cancellation attempt. So think about it as a gift for you or a gift for someone else. Now, Disney tries re-releasing old movies as it reels from dismal box office numbers. Don't forget, Buzz Lightyear, the Lightyear movie, which lost money at the box office. A Pixar movie that lost money. Disney and Sony are planning to re-release several movies in domestic theaters as box office numbers lag. Total domestic box office gross revenues were above 11.3 billion with a B in 2019 and fell to 2 billion in 2020. Now, of course, half of the world was locked down, so let's be fair there. Now, as a result of the coup and lockdown-induced recession, according to Box Office Mojo, despite seeing a recovery to 4.5 billion in 2021, again, even in 2021, it was 4.5 billion compared to over 11.3, less than half, okay? Now, in 2022, it has recovered significantly to 5 billion thus far in 2022. It is August. We have September, October, November, December left. 4 months. 4 months and 2 weeks left in the year. So I think it's fair to say that they're going to be nowhere near even $8 or $9 billion by this year. So again, a massive. Now I told you this, and I've talked about this a lot on the channel, that the coup legitimately scared people into. There will be people, and I said this many times, and I believe I was correct. Not that it was some great prognostication, but there would be people that will never go to another concert, that would never go to another large gathering, that would never go to another movie. Well, that and I guess the very real issue of having, unintended lead injections at large gatherings these days in this country. But you have tons of people living in fear. That's what the media did to people. It ruined them. We've got a president and a first lady who have got jabbed a half a dozen times practically, and they both have it again. So, I mean, there are people that are looking at that and will never go back outside. And that's fine. I like smaller crowds. Disney is now re-releasing the Star Wars solo film Rogue One, which, by the way, was good. which debuted in 2016, as well as Avatar from back in 2019, and or a spin-off series for the former flick debuts on Disney streaming platform Disney Plus in the fall, while Avatar Way of Water debuts at the end of the year. So it's also a way of trying to drum up some marketing, I suppose. Sony will likewise re-release Spider-Man No Way Home, the more fun stuff, a collaboration between Sony and Disney subsidiary Marvel Studios that will include extended scenes. This news comes as Disney suffers criticism as market backlash for its involvement in left-wing social causes. In a high-profile loss for entertainment conglomerate, Lightyear, which included some sweet girl-on-girl action, earned a paltry $51 million during its 3-day opening, despite a lack of competition from other kids' movies and significantly more robust series from the past Toy Story flicks. Disney's most recent earnings report indicates that Americans may be rejecting the company's foray into wokeness, although Disney reported last Wednesday that total subscriptions for Disney Plus increased from 87.6 million to 93.6 million during the third quarter of its fiscal year. The vast majority of its growth, however, was from international users, with only 100,000 new subscriptions coming in the domestic market. The latest figures represent a significant slowdown from 1.5 million new domestic subscribers added by Disney during its fiscal second quarter. So think about that. 1.5 million new subscribers at Disney Plus in one quarter. The next quarter just so happens to be the quarter where there was all the consumer backlash and there was them getting political. 100,000. That's a drop of 1.4 million out of 1.5 million. Probably what, 90%? Massive, massive drop. Indeed, the slowdown occurred as Disney vowed to take action against the state of Texas for official orders to investigate some procedures that were done there and that probably shouldn't have been done. Meanwhile, a Disney producer boasted that her not at all secret agenda and the company's work to infuse children's productions with LGBTQ content. Amid its activism, driven largely by internal pressure from left-leaning employees, Disney appeared to be misreading the American public. In an exclusive poll from the Daily Wire, 64% of Americans, including 62% of Democrats and 57% of independents, supported the Florida law. Americans are, on a broader level, not willing to see corporate activism distort the marketplace. In another exclusive poll from the Daily Wire, 29% of respondents agreed that it's, quote, a good thing for companies to leverage their financial power for political and social means, while 58%, twice as many, said it's a bad thing. Meanwhile, Top Gun: Maverick, a film full of military nostalgia, football, motorcycles, and other patriotic nods, has topped the box office this year with $1.4 billion in worldwide revenue and $674 million in the United States alone, according to Box Office Mojo. This, on top of course, U.S. subscriptions at ultra-woke Disney slowed to a crawl after company loses left-wing political battles. I mean, that as a percentage, from 1.5 million dropping down to 100,000, that's shocking. It's like, you wonder though, how quickly they reach saturation, because it's so easy to sign up, and like the type of people that can afford it or are willing to spend the money on it are basically ready to go. Like they either have the smart TV and the app and the money, or they don't, and then they have it. Like there's no like big think about it to get to Disney Plus for most people. So when the whole world was locked down, it was easy to add subscriptions because people had literally nothing else to do but sit around, get fat, and watch TV. Now, what's my excuse? I haven't been locked. Anyway, you see, on Wednesday it reported that total subscriptions from Disney Plus went from 7.6 to 93 during the third quarter, but only 100,000 from new. Indeed, toward the conclusion of the second quarter, which for Disney ended April 2nd, the company leaped into the fray of contentious left-wing political battles. Beyond vowing to, quote, take action against the state of Texas, Disney opposed parental rights and legislation in Florida signed by Republican Governor DeSantis banning classroom instruction about orientation or gender identity from kindergarten to third grade, by the way. It's something totally reasonable. Our goal as a company is for the law to be repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts, and we remain committed to supporting the national and state organizations working to achieve that. They failed. Despite its fervent activism, Disney appeared to be drastically out of step with the American public. Of course we know this. Disney by no means is the only American corporation facing backlash from consumers for promoting particular content. Insurance company State Farm was forced to back down after outrage over its plan to donate books about transgenderism to schools and public libraries for children as young as 5, while streaming service Netflix elected to take a hardline stance against censorship amid employee backlash to a comedy special from Dave Chappelle. There are many Americans want companies to advance certain causes beyond their bottom lines. No, they don't. I don't think they do. I don't think actual people that spend money want to see that. I don't want to see that. I just want them to sell me the hot dog and shut up about it. But I suppose that's too much to ask in modern day. It's a pretty interesting get woke, go broke situation. I mean, they have 150 million subscribers between Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. So I'm not going to say that they're ready to shutter the doors, but that's a huge drop. Now, maybe they still gained 1.5 million or 2 million, but they lost a bunch. Maybe a couple million people unsubscribed over the controversy. Certainly, it's a dangerous game to play in the United States, and it's a game they don't play anywhere else, which is curious to me, isn't it? It's curious to you too, I suppose. Make sure you check out Galaxy Lamps, a company that doesn't talk about politics and just has a neat little product for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.